Hi marketing leader, have you ever been stressed when building a website for your business? I'm sure you have been, totally understandable. It's a high value project, even discounting all the money. You have to put a lot of resources into it. The output is extremely important to your business, so you have to get it right. So to help you reduce the level of stress during those web design projects, I'm bringing to you an outtake from a webinar that Thomas did with John Jackson at Buckinghamshire New University a couple of weeks ago. And in that webinar, one of those topics was a conversation about stress in projects and most importantly to you, how to reduce the level of that stress. So have a look, it's only a few minutes and hopefully that helps you be less stressed during the next website iteration.
But I suppose to you, Thomas, what are some of the fundamental problems you've seen historically working agency side, trying to help other people launch their websites? What are the kind of things that cause stress and cause delays and just make it a painful process? And then we'll try not to dwell too much on the negative. We'll figure out what can we do about it.
It's a good one. And I think that's what makes the entire website building experience miserable for many people. I would say, first of all, it all starts with the mindset of people that you're working with. They can't accept flaws. They can't accept imperfection. And while this is great to strive for perfection, it really kills progress. And if you top it all with accounting for everyone's opinion in the business, we had clients asking their moms what they think. It's not important. We love them, but if you include everyone in the process, you get everyone's opinion on the website that you're trying to launch, you'll inevitably find yourself in a corner where there's so much input that you can't really decide what to action, like what to do next, because many of those points raised by the team are contradicting themselves. We call it designed by committee, right? Yeah. Because people just tell you, oh, maybe this button should be bigger. No, it should be smaller. Hey, how about the spacing? It just grows and grows and just never ends. And that's what delays the whole project. So I would say these two, although they somehow connected, are the biggest blocks to launch anything. And I think the first one, the starting point, it all starts with the mindset, that kind of culture of work, that ethics. And then if you don't fight that, don't change it, although I know how difficult it is to change culture and mindset is very difficult, then it just goes into that design committee mode. And there you go, website launches 12 months after the deadline. Yeah. And I hate the word deadline too. I can start on that as well. So
we'll come back to that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. But does that answer the question?
I think it's a good start, right? The key problem is often designed by committee. It means you just end up getting in a perpetual feedback loop where people maybe just want to make their mark. They want to make that button bigger. They want to make it blue instead of pink. And it just goes on and on and on. And the mindset is that it needs to be perfect before we launch, right? That's a kind of problem, I think, that pursuit of perfection, and I know you're a great advocate of actually just getting stuff out there, testing it and refining it and improving it. And that, I suppose we'll learn a bit more about your process. But
I can add another thing. Sorry.
Go on then, go for it.
So these two were really business level. Like it needs certain type of people to work. But there's one thing that's also a sticky point is copywriting. People just can't get it right. Content. And I don't think, again, this should block you from launching a website, because at the end of the day, you will never know what works, what doesn't, unless you bring live traffic to that website. You just need it out there. So our philosophy at NerdCow is there's no value to website that's not live. And if you are making the heading on the homepage, maybe it should be this, maybe it should be that. You are just fighting with your own thoughts. Like literally just put it out and see how people react. Do they scroll by it? Do they click it? Does it increase any kind of conversion? It can be micro conversion, such as interaction with the navigation. Doesn't have to be someone giving you wallet all of a sudden, right? It's just to see what happens next. What's the touch point like?
It's getting the website out there so that you can start getting that feedback loop, right? And it's all it should be data driven. Otherwise, you say, like you say, you're kind of arguing with yourself. It's like, oh, should we make it, 12 pixels or 14 pixels or make it this font or all capitals? Just get it out there and start experimenting. And make decisions based on data. That's like a really difficult thing for many individuals or organizations.
I hope you enjoyed that bit of conversation between John and Thomas. Let me know what you think. I hope it helped and you have tons of ideas how to improve working with your web agency. Maybe next iteration of your website will be just a bit less stressful. Also, let me know in the comments if you'd like to access the full webinar. I'll send you a link, you can sign up for free and you can download it, watch the whole thing. See you next time.